Hello, everyone. Welcome to O'Donnell Field at Hudson High School for tonight's Division III State Tournament round of 32. Tonight, the number 3 seed Hudson Hawks host the number 35 seed Greater Lawrence Tech Reggies. Reggies 15-5 got here by way of a play-in by beating Southeastern Regional Voc 3-0 in a preliminary round play-in. The Hawks, the number 3 seed, CMATA champions back-to-back with a 14-4 win over Blackstone Valley at Worcester State on Thursday. Audrey Lennox, the big unit for that game. 3 for 4, 5 RBIs, included a grand slam in that game. Hawks now winners of 4 straight. They've scored 69 runs in those 4 games and given up just 15 in the process. Hawks come in with some pretty lofty leaders in the Midwatch A division. Hawks led by Lauren O'Malley, sits at number 2. She's got a .594 batting average with 3 home runs. And we'll get into a little bit more of that as we go along. We're getting ready to get started. It was a little late for Lawrence getting here this afternoon. Had an abbreviated warm-up, and we're about ready to go. The captains have met at home plate. I'm Pete Conti with Donnie Philippe. Rob Bowen back. Been 4, 5, 6. I don't know. It's been a while since he's sat up here, but he's up on the perch, sitting close by. Starting lineups for the Reggies being introduced. At shortstop, it's number 16, Jada Marshall. Sam Nacella is pitching. In left field is Aisha Paula. Number 10 is Jashley Lopez at third base. Brenda Croto is in center field. Caroline LaValle, wearing number 1, will be catching. At second base, it's number 7, Jada Flores. First base, number 13, Cariani Rojas. And batting ninth, wearing number 6, playing right field, Emmy Gallant. She does a little spinorama as she's introduced. Now the non-starters for the Hawks. Number 4 is Jillian Davis. Number 5 is Jenny Cassidy. Number 8 is Olivia Tenalia. And number 22 is Allie Cassidy. Your starting lineup for the Hawks, wearing number 7, playing center field, is Alyssa Davis. At second base, number 2 is Livy Souza. At third base, Midwatch MVP, number 3, Maddie Kiley. Behind the plate, number 15 is catcher Lauren O'Malley. Number 9, Audrey Lennox at shortstop. At first base, number 12 is Sam Collette. The designated player tonight, number 16, is Liv Connolly. In left field, number 11 is Gracie Giorgio. In right field, number 17 is Caitlin Pume. And in the circle tonight for the Hawks, pitching and your flex player, number 24, Taylor Attaway. The Hawks are coached by Laura Bowen. Assistant coaches Mike Notaro, Ray Gerard, and Maddie Hoffey. The manager, Jordan Yates. And we'll pause for the playing of our national anthem. And we're set to go from Hudson High School. It's the Division III state tournament round of 32. Hawks, the number 3 seed to begin this state tournament this year. Moved up one more slot after that victory over Marlboro on Memorial Day. Winner of this game will take on Medway. The Mustangs with the 4-0 win over Foxborough in their preliminary round play. The Hawks with the higher seed got the preliminary round bye. Taylor Attaway gets the start for the Hawks. She's pitched over 100 innings this year, getting better with each inning. And we are set to go. Giorgio's in left, Davis is in center, Pume is in right, Kylie's at third, Lennox is short, Souza at second, Collette is at first, O'Malley behind the plate. And here comes the first pitch from Taylor Attaway. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Jada Marshall leads off for the Reggies. And fouls that one off. Attaway heading the count 0-2. Marshall takes that one low. Ball one. It's like a Grateful Dead concert out there, out beyond the left field fence. Waiting for the grills to fire up. I haven't seen any yet. Would not have been a bad idea. 2-2 the count. And foul tip off the mask of O'Malley. Marshall stays alive. 2-2 the count. Brian Bowen down in our vicinity. There's a lot of Bowens here today. And Marshall able to work the count full. That ball from Attaway. Short and low. Payoff pitch. And Marshall draws a leadoff walk. Attaway was ahead in the count, 0-2. Couple foul tips and a few balls later, and the Reggies have a base runner. And lifted in the right. Pume makes the catch. Goes back to first place for the double. And Marshall doubled off at first base. Ouch. Marshall was almost at second base. I don't know why she was so far down the base path. 9-3 on the putout of the double play. 2 outs quickly. for Aisha Paula, the left fielder. Swing and a miss. And down looking is Aisha Paula. First strikeout of the day for Attaway. Defensively for Greater Lawrence in left, it's number 8 is Paula Crudo is in center. And the right fielder here, I didn't write around my thing. Emily Gallant is in right field. Lopez at third, Marshall at short, Flores is at second, Rojas at first. Behind the plate, LaValle and Sam Nacella, the Reggie's pitcher tonight. And Alyssa Davis leads off for the home half of the first for the Hawks. Takes a called strike. Off speed from Nacella. Outside, ball one. 1-1 the count. Up and away. 2 balls on a strike. Three and one. And Davis draws a leadoff walk. Brings up the second baseman, Livy Souza. Takes a call, strike. Souza 10th in mid-watch A slugging. The 409 average. Puts that one on the ground right back through the middle. Davis rounds second, heading for third. And Souza's going to pull up and stay at first base. Brings up mid-watch MVP Maddie Kiley, third baseman. Swing and a miss as Souza takes off, steals second. Up and away. 1-1 to Kiley. called. Strike. Seemed to have surprised Matty Kiley a bit. Looked a bit outside and high. And slice foul down in front of us. Good agility by first base coach Ray Gerard. Cat-like reflexes. And hard on the ground, back through the middle into center field. Crudo's going to field it. Going to score 2. Brings up Lauren O'Malley. And Kiley takes off and gets into second, standing up. Throw was to the first base side of the bag. Marshall had no chance to make the tag. Just trying to make the catch at that point. And O'Malley lifts that one in a left. Paula is going to settle under it and make the catch. Kiley's going to tag and move to third. One out in the Hudson first. 2 runs in. Brings up Audrey Lennox. 3 for 4. 5 RBIs in the CMATA championship game. Chops one foul down the third baseline. Takes a called strike. Lennox takes for a ball. Foul back by the Hudson bench. It's a ball. Kiley heads to the plate. Nacella doesn't cover the plate, and Kiley scores easily. Lifted towards center. Crudo on the run. Makes the catch for out number 2. Brings up Sam Collette. Takes ball 1. .386 on the season, 7 home runs. And that one is gone. It's going to hit off one of those tents. Oh! Caught at the fence by Paula. That thing looked gone off the bat. Paula made it back to the edge of the fence. Concludes one here at O'Donnell Field. Hawks with 3 runs in the home half of the first. It's Hudson 3, Greater Lawrence nothing. I thought that thing was out of here. Yeah, Rob was waving goodbye. It's funny. It feels like when you hear where at our location, it feels like there's a strong breeze. But I was standing out in the outfield before before anybody got here earlier. Yeah, earlier. But yeah, it's windy here, but it doesn't feel that way when you're out in the outfield. Jashley Lopez, Brenda Crudo, and Caroline Lavalle are the first three due up in the Greater Lawrence second. And Jashley Lopez steps in. A little hesitant on the swing. Swung late at that one. Fouled it out of play. One on one. In the dirt from Attaway. 2 balls, 1 strike. Handcuffed Lennox at short. Allows Lopez to get to first base. Error charged to Lennox at short. Brings up Brenda Croto, the center fielder. Ball 1 from Attaway. Called strike from the home plate umpire, 1-1. O'Malley keeps that one in front. And Lopez remains at first base. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Attaway evens the count at 2. And Lopez goes on the pitch. Throw is off the bag. Lopez at second base. And Crudo caught looking. Second strikeout of the day for Attaway. Brings up Caroline LaValle. Reggie's with a runner on second with one out. And called strike one from Taylor Attaway. One on one. And foul back into the mask of O'Malley. 1-2. And down swinging goes LaValle. Brings up the second baseman, Jada Flores. And a late swing by Flores. 0-1. Throw down to third. To the left field side of the bag for Kiley. Unable to make the tag. Lopez successfully steals third. And Flores caught looking. That's the best pitch she saw in the whole at bat. So Attaway strikes out the side in the second. Connolly, Giorgio, and Pume due up in the home half of the second. 3-0 in favor of the Hawks. The DP, Liv Connolly, leads off. On the ground to third base. Just foul. And foul back into the screen. Nacella deals and foul out of play. Back to the screen once more. And drop third strike. Throw's not going to get there in time. And Conley is at first for Gracie Giorgio. Lays down the bunt. Lopez not in time. Third base is unoccupied. And Conley makes it to third on the play. So the Hawks with runners at the corners with no outs for Caitlin Pume. She squares to bunt, lays it down. Lopez gets it to first, but it's dropped by Rojas. And nobody at third again. Conley scores on the play. Giorgio will get to third. Error on the play. Probably could have given the error to both at third base. The throw wasn't that good. Play wasn't finished off that well either. Needless to say, the Hawks have one in. Runners still at the corners. And no outs. They now lead 4-0. And now we're back around to the top of the order. Alyssa Davis steps in for the Hawks. Runners at the corners. Davis squares, pulls back. And Pume will take second unabated. Up and away. On the ground to Lopez. High throw to first. Over the glove of Rojas. It's going to score two. So Davis goes to first. Second error of the inning for Greater Lawrence. And Davis takes off. Throw is short of the bag. She's into scoring position for Livy Souza. Souza singled her first trip to the plate. Ball one. Hard on the ground to short. Marshall over to first for the out. 6-3 on the putout. Davis will move to third. Kylie steps in. Off the handle. Played by Nacella to first. And to throw to the plate, too late to get Davis. 1-3 on the putout. Davis scores on the play. 4 runs in the Hudson second. 7-0 for Lauren O'Malley. Takes the first pitch high for a ball. Foul back out of play. The mist starts to drop here at O'Donnell. Not a mist anymore. Ball scoots behind the plate. Two balls and a strike. And on the ground, gets past Flores at second and rolled by Gallant in right. O'Malley's going to trot around second, heads for third. We're going to have to do a quick pit change. Our batteries are going down quickly in this chilly weather. We're going to have to do a battery change. Audrey Lennox to the plate. Fouled out of play. Hawks have 7 runs on 3 hits. And we're early in this one. Hard on the ground. Off the glove of Lopez, and O'Malley trots home. Error to Lopez at third. 4 errors for the Reggies here in the second inning. Brings up Sam Collette. And lifted high in foul territory. And pops out of the glove of Lopez. Liv Connolly on deck. She led off this second inning with a drop third strike. Made it safely to first base. She was the first run scored in that in this second inning. Ball to Sam Collette. And she gets the base on ball. Second base on ball is given up by Nacella. Strike to Connolly. Missed a few pitches there. Had to do the quick battery change. And foul tip. Keeps Connolly at the plate. Reggie's coach out to discuss that last pitch. Lennox at second. Collette is at first. And ball gets past LaValle behind the plate. Everyone will advance one base. Lennox moves to third. Collette moves to second. Takes the force off. Pitch is high for a ball. And lifted to short, caught by Marshall for out number 3. Five more in the Hudson second. We're through 2 here at O'Donnell. It's Hudson 8 and Greater Lawrence nothing. 8 runs on 3 hits. Kind of a disastrous inning in the field for Greater Lawrence. 4 errors committed by the Reggies in that second inning. Rojas, Gallant, and back to the top of the order, Marshall in the Lawrence third. One walk and 4 strikeouts. The line for Attaway so far. No hits given up by the Hawks defense. 1 error in that second inning. Led to no runs. And it's the first baseman, Rojas. Takes called strike 1. Back through the middle. And Cariani Rojas on with a leadoff single. Brings up Emmy Gallant, the right fielder. Short of the plate, O'Malley keeps it in front. Rojas will stay put. Ball 2. And sliced. Foul behind the Hudson dugout. Pitch is high. 3-1. Slow roller to Attaway. Turns. Gets it to Collette at first. Rojas will move to second base. One out. Jada Marshall, the leadoff batter, steps in. Ball 1. Up and away. Ball 2. Inside pitch. Marshall peels back from that one. 3 balls, no strikes. And Marshall walks on 4 consecutive. Second walk on the day given up by Attaway. Both are the same batter. Yeah, double play. Pitcher Sam Nacella checks in. Blooper to Souza at second. Quickly over to Lennox at second base. And Rojas is doubled off. That's one way to get yourself out of an inning. Ran themselves out of the first inning. They had the liner to Caitlin Puman right. Marshall was doubled off at first base. This time it was Rojas victimized on the double play. Short pop-up to the infield. Second baseman Livy Souza caught it, turned through it to Lennox at second, doubled off Rojas. Giorgio Pume and Back to the top of the order, Davis. Hawks 8 hits, 3 hits, 8 runs. Scoots back, ball 1. Up and away. 2-0. And Marshall doesn't get the slow roller at short. Giorgio's at first for Caitlin Pume. 6 errors committed by the Reggie's defense. Pume lays down the bunt, throw to first. And Pume out at first base. Giorgio moves to second. Alyssa Davis steps in. All on. Two and 0. Three and 0. And 4 straight from Nacella. Third walk given up by Nacella today. Davis at first, Giorgio at second. Hard grounder through the hole between third and short. And Giorgio scores on the play. RBI single for Livy Souza. Brings up Maddie Kiley. Called strike. Hard grounder. Snagged by Marshall. And they get Souza at second. Kiley to first on the fielder's choice. And Kiley will take second. Lauren O'Malley takes ball 1. Two outs in the Hudson third, 1 run in. Ball 2. O'Malley lifts one to short left field. No one's going to get there. Two RBIs for O'Malley. And Audrey Lennox fouls off the first pitch from Nacella. Up and away. 1-1. Lauren O'Malley at second base. 3 runs in the Hudson third. It's 11-0 in favor of the Hawks. Ball inside, 2-1. Three and one. Ball gets past LaValle, and O'Malley will move to third. Grounder to Marshall. Over to Rojas for out number 3. Three complete here at O'Donnell. It's the Hawks 11 and the Greater Lawrence Reggies nothing. Aisha Paula, Jashley Lopez, and Brenda Croto, the first 3 due up for the Greater Lawrence Reggies. Winner of this one takes on the Medway Mustangs. Victorious over Foxborough in preliminary round action. I'm surprised we don't see a bunch of Blue Jackets in the crowd tonight. With Medway being off, you think they might want to come and see who they're going to play next. Maybe they're under that tent out there. No, we'd know. Aisha Paula, the left fielder, struck out looking her first plate appearance. Sliced foul. Feels like an early season scrimmage here at O'Donnell tonight. Chilly night, brisk wind. Swing and a miss. 0-2. In the dirt, 1-2. And Reaches for that one, able to get some bat on it. Slice it foul. Count remains 1-2. In the dirt. 2-2. A. Slow roller, Souza. Routinely to Collette. Out number 1. Some alumni in the house tonight. Always good to see. Can't keep them away. Called strike to Lopez. Emily White, she's a regular at these games. I see her a lot. And there's A. Karowski down there. Can't tell. I think it's Sarah. That one got away from Attaway. 1-1. 1 out in the Greater Lawrence 4th. They trail by 11. High and outside. 2-1. Into the screen. 2-2. Been up to the beach yet, Rod? Been up to the beach yet?
Last weekend was beautiful. We're going to go this weekend, but not so much.
Hard to believe it's the 4th of June. So much for global warming. And the foul pop-up caught by O'Malley. In the dirt, O'Malley keeps it in front. I did hear it was a beautiful weekend at the beach last weekend. The water was actually tolerable up in the main vicinity, I hear. Probably wouldn't feel too bad up there today. It's probably warmer than the air temperature. No balls, 1 strike to the center fielder, Brenda Crudo. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch from Attaway. Early on the release, bounces that one in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And down swinging goes Crudo. Second time tonight she's been victimized by Taylor Attaway. 5th strikeout of the night. 1, 2, 3. Go the Reggies. Collette, Connolly, and Giorgio due up in the Hudson fourth. Hawks 11 runs on 5 hits. 6 errors committed by Greater Lawrence. Sophie Dominguez now in at right field for the Reggies. And Sam Collette leads off the home half of the 4th inning. Hawks in command 11-0. And ripped into left field. Gets past Paula all the way to the fence. And Colette's not going to stop. Three-base error. Routine single by Sam Collette turned into a 3-base error as Liv Conley steps in. Liv Connolly's out. Taylor Attaway is going to bat in that slot. Takes the ball. In the words of the late Jack Buck, I don't believe what I just saw. And back through the hole. Malley's on with a single. And it looks like Tenaglia will come in. Olivia Tenaglia will run for Taylor Attaway. Gracie Giorgio to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day. 2 runs scored. Takes ball 1. And Tenaglia takes off. Ball got away from LaValle behind the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Turns away from the inside pitch. 3-0. Lifted into short right field. And everybody's going to be safe. Giorgio's at first. Lifted into center and caught. Tenaglia scores on the play. And Pume flies to center. For Alyssa Davis. Hard grounder through the hole into left. Everybody will advance one. Giorgio will move to second. And Davis at first. Fourth time tonight on the base pass for Alyssa Davis. And Livy Souza lifts one into center. Caught by Croto. And a good catch by Croto in center field.
That was a good catch. She just made it look like it was a good catch.
She may have made it a lot harder than it seemed to be, than it should have been, but. And that one's lifted to right. And dropped in right. Kylie is going to get to second. It's going to score two. So Kylie reaches on the error in right. Allie Cassidy in to hit. Takes a called strike. She hits in O'Malley's spot. Sliced into right field. Kylie's going to round third. And Cassidy, RBI single. Makes it 16-0 in favor of the Hawks. They've reached their threshold. If they can hold on through the next inning, we will be home a little early. And Jillian Davis in to hit in place of Audrey Lennox, fouls off the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Down 0-2. And foul back. 2 out in the Hudson fourth. It's Hudson 16 and Greater Lawrence nothing. And ripped back through the middle. Davis is on with a 2-out single. Brings up Sam Collette. Ball one. Collette's second appearance at the plate this inning. Off speed. Collette leaves that one alone. It's outside. 2-0. Slow roll to short. And they double off Davis.
That's it. You saw, he said that's it. I gotta
That might have been a mercy out.
So the Hawks score 5 in the bottom half of the fourth. 16-0 in favor of the Hawks. They hold on here, and it's on to the round of 16, and they'll face the awaiting Mustangs of Medway. Yeah, Donnie's Mustang. Donnie got a Mustang. It's running in the parking lot. George Calman came up to him and says, "Oh, do you know your car's running?" He says, "Yeah, it's running." We have some battery problems in the Philippe household. So the number 14 Medway Mustangs, they were victorious over the number 19 Gals of Foxborough High, 4-0. And that's who the Hawks will face. It'll be right here. Got a date on that yet, Rob? I don't think a date's been assigned to it yet. I'm guessing it Tuesday or Wednesday, right back here at O'Donnell. Looks like Tenaglia is in center. Seems to be the only change for the Hawks. Caroline Lavallee leads off for the Reggies. Fouls one out of play, 1-1. Low and outside. 2 balls on the strike. LaValle gets some bat on that. Chops a foul. We're in the top half of the 5th inning. Hawks lead 16-0. Pitch from Manaway back, Slavalli back. I believe it's full. Little blooper to Souza for out number 1. Brings up Jada Flores. Struck out looking to end the second inning. Takes ball 1. Excuse me. Up and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
She like kick back and dust with rings in Fire's eyes.
Called strike to Flores. Swing and a miss. Spins her around. 2-2. Inside ball. 3-2. And down looking goes Flores. Second time tonight she's been caught looking. Brings up Cariani Rojas, the first baseman. Last gasp for the Reggies. They got here really, really late this afternoon, about 20 minutes before first pitch. I wanted to have an opportunity to talk to some of the players to find out what the story was behind the Reggies. Line drive into center field, and it's caught by Tenaglia, and this one is in the books.
Oh shoot, that last gas pad for a second there.
So the Hawks show a little dominance tonight. It helped out a lot by misplays in the field defensively for Greta Lawrence. 7 errors in total. Hawks were able to get 16 runs on 8 hits. And it was 7 errors and 3 walks that gave them some of the extra outs to mount up the score. Good night in the circle for Taylor Attaway. 6 strikeouts. Only 1 hit given up. 1 error committed by the Hawks back in the second inning. So all in all, a good night for the Hawks to get through to the next round. They'll face the Medway Mustangs. Keep an eye on your local listings to find out when that game is. I'm guessing probably Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see, with this being a Sunday game, and all the correspondence won't kick in until tomorrow. But that's going to do it for us. For Donnie Philippe, Rob Bowen up here checking us out this afternoon. I'm Pete Conti, and like the old sitcoms of the 70s, we went old school tonight, no live stream. This program was recorded before a live studio audience. We'll see you.